That I'm ready, son. Don't trip. I think I deleted already, but I have hella pages saved. Like I saved a lot of pages, so I should be straight. Wondering where I should start, bruh. So much to talk about. Swear. Mm. We can start with favorite moments. Yeah. I can go first. Okay. One of my favorite moments, it has to be for sure Burnt Fields. Like, I still don't understand how that arc is just two chapters. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Oh, okay, but I'm pretty sure it's just two, and it's wild. Like, this is why I think this. Okay, you can check real quick. I'm just going off memory. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nick? Oh, brother. Yeah. Yeah. A really good arcs. Yeah. And she's just so good too. Like, oh, yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. It was really short. She was an editor. She was an editor. Yeah. hmm And I like that little arc too as well because of what he was saying to Ray after the match, where he was talking to him about his dad or whatnot, and he was like, Ray was like, "Oh, like this is a story I've never heard before." Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it felt to the point where he wasn't even talking to him directly. He just wanted to like, vent that out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm hmm That match was so good. What are you saying?
Okay, can you hear me now, ET? Nah, cause like I think they're saying the audio was a bit messed up. I think it should be fine now. Joe's good, ET. That's crazy. She probably didn't say anything. All right, ET said yes. All right.
Okay, bad.
So
That's good.
do we have to restart, bro?
Oh no.
All right. Basically, what I was
Really?
saying. I mean, I can say the Tanaka stuff again.
Okay.
Basically, what I was saying was that one of my favorite moments, because Malcolm talked about his, y'all should have heard him, about the burnt fields.
Yes, sir.
Wait, Nick, you said you can't hear me too? I swear ET just said it's good, right? Wait, Nick, can you still hear me? Or...
Wait, let me check the stream real quick.
Oh, yeah. How come just
Because
checking?
I'm not checking.
Yeah, I can just type it. Hold up. Nick, can you hear me now? Or... Nah, I can hear you. Yeah, ET says he can hear me. I don't know if Nick can. I mean, Nick should be able to if ET can.
Yep.
Alright. It was good,
Yeah,
ET.
I can hear you.
Shout out you. But, yeah, so... He might as well just start over. I'll just edit the first part out.
Okay.
So...
Don't worry about it.
You can speak on burnt fields?
Yeah, I can speak on Burfield.
Yeah,
That arc is just absolutely sensational, son. Like, I can't really relate to it, but it's just amazing to see what can happen once you get older. Because
I can sort of relate to it.
yeah, I can sort of relate to it. Like, I can see what can happen, right? Because all of this started with Yanagihara
Yeah.
and how all his old friends that have eventually left shogi, and put all of their faith and all of their like trials upon him. And then I don't remember the name of his friend, but he didn't enter the party because he was like, oh, I lost my job or whatnot, so I didn't want to ruin the mood. And he started worrying because he was a photographer this whole life. And the thing is that he started wondering, okay, if I'm not a photographer, I've been doing this for my whole life, then what am I, And Yanagihara, it just plays into the whole match because Yanagihara was, again, Shimada, which is he's not a new player, but he's way more young, of course. So it's the old guard, which is dying out. Yanagihara is pretty much the last one standing.
Yeah, out of their friend
versus
group.
The new generation.
It's funny too, cause like they're posted that guy going on about them being too old, and then like they're like wrinkly and they're about to die off. Like, but yeah, he's definitely like the old, last one standing, cause he's definitely the oldest shogi player by far. Like no contest.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
For sure. So it's like Yanagihara starts speaking on how about he thinks about that every day, whether or not he's standing in a burnt field, and he's like, you know what? If you're standing in a burnt field, then I'm still burning. I'll still be burning for however long you want me to. And it's crazy because after all of that dialogue with Yanagihara, you would think he would start winning, but nah, like Shimada's still beating his ass.
And it's funny too, because like I have to point out that during the Kumakura and Soya match, like the Faijin match, during them, hey Nora, thanks for coming through. But during the Kumakura and the Soya match, Yanagihara was talking to the chairman. I forgot his name, but they were having a talk. They're like, "Oh, Soya's actually being pushed by Kumakura," and then the chairman talking to Yanagihara about, "Oh, it's been a while since someone has like pushed you. Since like you always play around with your opponents, you always toy with them. They're all like too easy against you, yada yada." So Yanagihara has a good streak when it comes to just like sweeping opponents, And then of course you have Shimada that like takes him to game 7, and then literally about so close to winning the last game before the comeback. So it's pretty cool that, I don't know, like most shogi players, Shimada's like the one to go that far. But yeah,
I really like the imagery that she was using as well.
Oh yeah,
because
beautiful.
She compared Shimada to like a sapling, right? That is like growing, and it will just eventually be like unstoppable.
Yeah.
But Yanagihara was like a slow volcano that just eventually collapses everything. So it just played into the match as well. And the fact that this is only 2 chapters, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like 2.5, bro. Like what an arc to be 2.5 chapters. Like, and it's like,
it's so
like
good.
If you go by pages, it's like 50 pages. So like, this is basically one like, you know, monthly chapter of, you know, every like a 45 plus mangaka that drops like that. That's like one chapter.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
That's insane.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's crazy as well because Yanagihara, he starts thinking about how, you know, he's old, he's pushing himself, you know. And I really like the dialogue that he was talking about too, because he was saying like, oh, winning or losing are never that easy. But if I want to win this time, I'll really have to push myself and become like a fireball.
Yeah.
And I'll just, you know, embellish in my suffering. I thought that was just amazing.
Yeah. Yo, Ant, what's good, bro? Thanks for pulling up. But yeah, like with that match too. I really like how, because since most people don't really understand how shogi works. I like how she uses the side characters to kind of show us what's happening, because you know they'll do a move and then like they'll be like, oh, you know, he's gonna lose, you know, like I can't believe he did that. That was such a, you know, that move was so good, and then there's no way to counter this. Then Yanagihara, like after he pulled like the strings back, and then, you know, it was comeback season, then he did a move that they're like, oh, I didn't know that move. I mean, he did a move to like counter or like reverse the situation. Then they'll say things like, oh, I didn't know that move could even be done. Like he's crazy. Like he might actually win, etc. etc. And like, cause like the fact that Shimada was about to win, but of course, you know, with the resolve and everything, Yanagihara got it through. And what was like the icing on the cake was the fact that at the end, Yanagihara was like, oh, I don't think I can do this again. And then of course, like, this is common with a lot of like, you know, stories where they'll have like a character go all out, and then like after they're done, they're like, yeah, like this is a one-time thing, you know, like I can't do it no more. But they got the chairman, like you're talking to the chairman's like, bro, you said this last year too, that like you weren't gonna, you know, you're done for, you weren't gonna win anymore. And clearly we just saw him win. Yeah. So it's cool that this wasn't just this was like an undeserved like one-time win, and the next year I'll lose. Like there's actually like a, you know, he's just nice. And, you know, it's not just like a one-time.
Yeah, the icing on the cake as well with that is that all burnt fields, you know, sometimes you have to burn to start over. You know, with forest and whatnot, they burn so that they could, you know, grow. So at the end, you know, he was in a burnt field, but then it was a field full of grass.
Oh yeah,
you know, full of life.
That one was good.
So it was just sensational arc.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I appreciated. Oh yeah, so I'll move on to the Tanaka match, and then with Tanaka, he was, Tanaka. What made me like his match, even though it was pretty short, was just the kind of concept behind like his character and who he was as a shogi player, because Tanaka was a person that they said was very he was very defensive. Like he played in a way that made him not lose. Like he was just stagnant in his position, but usually people play to like advance, but like he really wasn't doing that, and then they're wondering why. But then recently he started playing more like aggressive, more advanced. Like he changed his whole play style, and then they're wondering why. Then we finally get into detail that it was actually he had a wife that was an editor, and then so she had like a lot of stuff to do, and then they had kids, and then so they had to like take turns, obviously taking care of the kids. And since he had shogi too, and unlike Dobashi, Soya, Shimada, he can't just lock himself in his room and then just like shogi the whole time. He has kids to feed, kids to take care of, kids to play with. So he had a shogi be very defensive, so like he can keep his rank, and then so he can keep his rank. But then his style started changing after the kids became independent. College graduates, they became college graduates. And I like how that match made Ray realize that even though everyone goes through their own problems, like he shouldn't just think that his problems are just the absolute worst, because clearly what Tanaka was dealing with and the pressure he had was far more than Ray, since, he had like literally lives that were dependent on him, and he can't really mess up either his home life or shogi life. So it was just really cool to see his like side characters just kind of have that kind of role, since we can never see Ray do that kind of thing, since he's not married, no kids. So seeing his adult characters, like, they were really impressive.
Definitely. And I was saying as well how I really liked at the end how they were talking about I think they went to a bar.
Yeah.
And Tanaka just started, venting out about how he knew his dad or whatnot, and Ray was like, "Oh, so this is a story I've never heard before," and I thought that was really nice. That was really nice. It's a really good arc.
Also liked how I mentioned earlier how it related to Nikaido and Ray, the relationship, because we all knew they were like friends, but we didn't know like how deep they went. And then, seeing Nikaido and Ray, someone we see a lot, like a partnership we see a lot, that really helps give a picture on how their dynamic kind of went. So that was pretty cool to help establish Ray's biological dad and Koda. So
yeah, for sure.
So you want to speak on the Bashi and Raido match?
Raido?
Yeah.
Son, that has to work. Like, I think it's only is it only like 3 or 4 chapters in total?
It could be, because I know it's like 119. Yeah, like 119 they're playing. And then is 119? Yeah, 119 was literally when the match was over. So 118. Bro, was it one match? No, it wasn't one chapter. No, it was 2 chapters.
No.
Yeah, it's 118 and 119.
Okay. Yeah, because that arc, so good, bro. I don't
real
understand.
Quick. It started chapter 118, page 11. So 5 pages of 118, and then the full 119, 15 pages. So it was like a 20-page arc, like the match, a 20-page match.
Yeah. This is why I say, bro, Umino is just the queen of short arcs. Like, literally no one is doing it like this.
Yeah. When it comes to short arcs,
but
yeah, she up there.
I was gonna say, like, Raido is so fire to me. No pun intended. He's just such a cool character to me. I love everything about him. But how he always had those issues, because the whole series he complained about his wife, his kids, how they're draining his money and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But he's fooling around
support. I was like, hold up.
With other girls, yeah. But in that arc, he was fighting against Dabashi, right?
Yeah,
Dabashi had just
the god.
Yeah, he had just lost against Soya, so Dabashi was not about to lose, bruh. Like,
oh yeah, Dabashi is so good, bro. If he didn't lose to Ray, he would be my second, like the second best.
Yeah, he was in his game for sure. So it's like Raido, he was fooling around. Of course, I really appreciated how the Kawamotos were there.
Oh yeah,
it's a similar situation. But I'll get to it later.
Yeah, go ahead.
But we get to the match, and it's one of my favorite matches. Like, I've always said how post anime the matches get ridiculously good.
Yeah, for sure.
but the match itself was fire. He was against Obashi and he did not know what to do. He was like, bro, I might lose. And I think it was he I don't remember the name of the title, but
Kiryu.
if he had, yeah, the Kiryu, right?
Yeah.
So he only had to go like 2 more years or 3 more years
For
to
Eternal.
be the Eternal King.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, if I lose, will I have the strength to return here? I was like, bruh, don't do this because you for real about to lose. And the imagery was just going ridiculous.
The horse panel, that's a Hall of Famer right there.
Hall of Fame for sure. So it was just incredible to me. And then, the wife pulled up and her kids, and they were like, don't look away because your father is fighting.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was just so fire.
I need me one like that, bro. Like,
oh God,
I need me one like that, bro.
Oh God, like at the end of the arc, right? The other girl that he was fooling around with, she was like, bruh, you lost. So I kind of dipped midway through. He was in the mud.
Bro, get out of here, bro. Watch out for these hoes, bro. Queen of imagery.
His wife came through.
And you can low key pull up if you want, bro. Like, I'm not tripping. But go ahead, Malcolm.
But yeah, the wife was like, okay, you can leave if you want, but it has to be with someone that loves you more than I do.
I need me one like that, bro. I'm sorry.
I was like, bro, what?
They don't make women like that no more.
She is so real. She is so real.
Oh my God, bro.
It is what it is.
It's what it is.
And then it was just so fire because the Kawamotos were listening the entire time.
Yo.
And it's like, son, this is what could have happened to them,
Keep in mind, literally 5 chapters ago, they were in this situation. Like, Umino didn't even give, like, a little breather, bro. It's like, nah, like, y'all straight to, like, next week, y'all gotta deal with this. And it's crazy, too, because now they saw how she handled it, and it worked. And then they're like, wow, like, if we handled it like that, would that have worked? Like, will we be, like, a happy family? Will we be, just like, man. And, of course, those lamenting
like
kind of feelings.
Universe,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, tough.
It's tough, but it is what it is. Sensational arc, one of my favorites.
Yeah. Let me see what else. Of course, the dad arc. I'll just get into that, bro. The dad arc, like Ray's best performance up to then was definitely the bully arc. Like, that's when he really took control of his life, and like I was really amazed. I'll get into that a bit later, but the dad arc was like him, and that arc was really masterclass. Like, I was so surprised with kind of his like the way he like his role in that arc, right? Because with the bully arc, he was just a really big help, but like it wasn't like he was kind of the main reason why like the arc was like concluded properly. It wasn't like it was just him. There's a lot of factors, and he was a pretty big one, but I feel like his role in the dad arc was far more like heavy on like the overall arc than in the bully arc, because like this is their pops, like you can't, like, it's very hard to kind of treat like family like the way you're supposed to treat like someone that does this, and then family that does the same thing. Like you approach it differently, since one's family and then one isn't. Because like someone like that, right, deadbeat, yet you're like, no matter who you are, just kick him out. But it's not like no matter who you are, like this is their dad. It's not as easy to just like kind of throw him away like he doesn't matter. So I really like that Ray was there, because the dad kept saying, oh, you're a stranger, leave. Ray said, nah, like I know I'm a stranger, that's why I'm staying. Like I'll stay here, and then in case they want to make like a decision they might regret, I'll be here to ground them. And I was really liking that, because he stood his ground. Like, this is a grown ass man, like kids, multiple multiple girls, like absolutely, like, multiple kids, multiple girls. Like, insane. This man has years on his name, and Ray didn't back down. Like this is the same thing I was getting bullied, bro. And then now this guy, grown man, like he's like, no, bro, like really talk down on him. I like kind of just how he approached everything. Like he was like tracking down his roots and everything. Like pulled up to like, cause even the dad went to Momo's like kindergarten. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
leave her alone. Why you putting us in kindergarten? Like Ray was there. Ray knew, but Ray's like, I know how y'all think. Y'all not slick. Pulled up there, handle business. Like, really, I really messed with Ray in that arc. And like you said, that dad,
I like it a lot.
bro. That dad, bro. Speak on him real quick.
He is scum of the earth, son. Might be like bottom one dad.
He's, bro,
It's
contender for sure.
actually brazy, son. Because I still cannot believe what I read. He was like, okay, we can stay here, we can chill at your house, and since you might still not get used to us, you guys can go to your grandpa's house and we'll stay here. I'm like, bro, what are you saying?
He's so shameless, right? Because like Akari's like, wait, aren't you kind of kicking us out? Like, this is our house. What do you do? When he pulls up to, and it's crazy too, because like we found out his real reason. You know, like, wasn't he on like the internet just wilding out? Like he was like his username was like Bad Dad 201, something like that. Like it was so stupid, bro. Like this guy wilding on Twitter.com, bro, and then got caught, got exposed, not paying, and then like he had mistresses, and then his wife, like it was multiple women, not just why are women chasing dudes like this, bro? I don't understand, but.
It is crazy.
Fired from his job, like
what he said. You remember what he said when he was like, "I can't tell you what's really going on because my story here is not my story over there."
Bro, the fact that he just said
God.
it's like, do you have shame? Were you raised to have shame? Like, this guy just says that. Oh yeah, like, yeah, my story here is different from my story there. It's like you're literally admitting to everyone that you're just lying, and then he just gets me so mad. And then even his talk with Ray, that like Ray just like when they're talking over like the dinner, and then he was saying that like how Ray saying how he knows that he's just there to like he's like a bird, like that bird that goes and like ruins families and stuff like that. Yeah. And then the guy's like, oh, like that? You kind of right. Like at least if at least I could chill, I could yada, then I'm straight. And then Ray just got so mad. He just got angry. Like, really? Like, this is who you are? Like, this is Hina's dad, Akari's dad. So unfortunate.
It's crazy, too, because that's how Ray always looked at himself to be as.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, you know what? I'm definitely not one of those.
That's also why I really like that. I
cannot live so shamelessly.
Yeah. Ray has shame. You know what I'm saying? He has shame. So, yeah, I like how... like you said, Ray used to think, because that's actually one of the first parts that made me like very emotional when I was reading the series. Is because like when I put myself in Ray's position and then like had like injected that mentality into me, I was like, wow, like imagine thinking that, bro. Like, because he, like in my eyes, he did nothing wrong, absolutely nothing. Yet he was still pushed so far that he literally thinks he's like a predatorous bird that goes around destroying families. I was like, come on, bro, no way. And of course, this was that. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, like they had like I'm scrolling through the chat now. They had like the scales, and then one of them was work hard myself or have other people work hard and mooch off them, and yeah, like those were like his options that he was trying to choose from and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm glad when Ray like put up the taxes, put up his lawyers, you know. He said, bro, I know people, you know, I have friends in court, you know, like put up his mob ties. I was like, hey, talk your mess, bro. Don't let this bozo.
Ray's so stupid for that, bro. He was like, I brought my tax return for this exact situation. I was like, son, what?
Ray even said, ask your parents, bro. Like, that's how down bad. He said, oh, I can't query them. There's so many things wrong with this dude, bro. Like,
it's ridiculous.
And then he said, what about your wife's parents? I can't bother them either. So guess who he goes to bother instead? His own kids. Like, it's so...
like you were saying, Ray as moral support here was absolutely sensational.
Yeah.
Especially because later on, you get to notice that Akari really isn't like this with anyone else. You know, she's only just been opening up to Ray in that aspect where she can rely on him.
Yeah.
So it's
That's for sure.
like
That's
he's
what Hina
definitely not a
said.
stranger.
Yeah,
Like
that's what Hina
not as
said.
one as
They look
like
good together. I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
hey,
but
but
in that arc, the dad was more of the stranger than Ray was,
oh,
and
you
it's
right,
actually crazy.
you right.
Like,
That's
cause
facts. And it's not like the dad was like
dad is
left them early. Like the dad
yeah,
left them like pretty like. Akari was a good age. Like she has like memories with the dad. Like she knew the dad longer than Ray, obviously. But like you said, he was more of the stranger than Ray was. So not looking too good. Not looking too good.
and at the end of the arc was so good because I think the dad was saying some stuff like, "Oh, what will you tell Momo in the future or whatever?"
Oh, then Hina, bro.
Then
Speak on Hina.
Hina masterclass support. She's like, "Bro, we're gonna tell her together." Like,
Yeah, you can tell it
if
straight
Momo
out.
wonders what happens,
You a
it
hoe.
was both of our decisions.
Yeah, you a hoe, and we thought it would be better that you're not in her life. And she also said, and also I like how she said, go take care of like your quote unquote true kids that you chose over us, you know, because they like she didn't want them to like feel like suffer the way they're suffering now, and I thought that was pretty
Yeah,
cute because like she didn't prioritize her revenge over like the other kids' happiness. She just like even though of course Tina probably wanted him in like the dirt, but at the same time, you know, he still has a new family. She said, "Hey, go take care of them. Leave us the hell alone. Like we don't need you. We don't like you. Get out of here." And of course, like the auntie said, like hearing that from Hina of all people, yeah, like he's most likely not coming back. But knowing him, you never know. So, and of course, he should win
true.
when Granddad's not here, bro. Cause I know that Granddad got a strap. I know he do, bro. Like, I know he got a strap, bro. Like, those grand like they always do.
Bruh.
Under the bed, under the pillow, something, and then get him out of here, bro. Get him out.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that arc went hard. I guess you can speak
masterclass.
on characters.
A lot of people's favorite for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. Then I mean, she can go with the bully one next, the bully arc. So what I liked about the bully arc the most was the fact that it really wasn't just one thing. Like it was so many characters got pushed so much. Yo, what's good, Liz? Is it in the chat? What's popping? We we just talking about some arcs right now. But yeah, what I liked most about the bully arc was that um there were so many like different like plot lines that was getting handled at once. Like first we had like the Akari stuff where Akari she had to go through her mental kind of hurdles because she was in a situation where she didn't want Hina to even associate with Chiho because this would happen, you know, and of course Hina's decision
Yeah,
there, you know, that's again that was saying, you know, we should support her regardless because she did the right thing, yada yada, and and then of course Akari was kind of feeling guilty because she was part of the people that were like, yeah, like I don't want you associating with her because like every parent's like this, you know, even though she's not a parent, but every parent's like this. Like if there's a kid being like bullied like a lot and you have no relation to them, as soon as you start relating to them, like you start trying to associate with them, then the target switches to you, and then no parent wants the kid as a
yeah,
target. So it's a very normal feeling, and of course, when like the granddad would highlight it, like that kind of made like sparked her inferiority, kind of, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, yada yada. And I like how Ray was consoling her because, like you said, later on, like that's the start of how she started. She started opening up to Ray more. Of course, you see a lot in
yeah,
that arc, but yeah, because they had that speech too. Like that was when Akario just like when they were talking outside, she was like, "I'm gonna start relying on you. I'm gonna start relying on you from now on." So you know they had like that big talk outside. So that's the first time Ray actually felt that they were, because you know how he always felt like he was the one kind of taking from the Karamotos and he wasn't really giving back. And then
yeah,
yeah, this was now
yeah, yeah,
yeah
yeah,
now he really felt like even with them. And then of course during that
yeah.
point. Go ahead, because I was about to move topic.
No, I was gonna say like, um, even back then, like you remember the first like 2 or 3 chapters, I think,
Mm-hmm.
where it was actually Ray that was saying like, oh, you know, she has seen me at my worst, yada yada yada. So I feel okay opening up to her.
Yeah,
Like it's totally fine. So the roles are kind of like reversing. It was
yeah,
just done so well.
yeah. That's true. And then while Akabi's going through that, of course, Hina's going through her bullying, and then I think during the same time, um, Ray was teaching her, was it studying or was it like shogi? Wait, I can go back to it because I know
It was studying.
studying, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
it was
So
studying.
Ray was helping her study while also working on the shogi stuff, and and then this arc also made Ray a heavy bag chaser. Like he was just after the bag,
Oh
trying
God, as
to,
he should.
yeah, as he should, bro. He started winning, and then he lost. He lost right before the semifinals, where like they double your earnings, and then he got very mad. Then for the first time, he was the one that called Nakaido to come and like have them help, and
Mm-hmm.
it was cool seeing that, like, because like with how the relationship was established, Ray was over Nakaido, and then Nakaido's kind of like the annoying pest, and then after like Nakaido gave that speech, through Ray on the TV, they were more like on even footing, because like that's when Ray actually had that side of him no one ever saw, when he was like talking back to Nakaido on the TV, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, now they're both basically even footings, and then now Ray was like, "Yo, Nakaido, let's go train. I need you, yada yada." So it's good seeing that Ray, not seeing him like, oh, he just like a wannabe rival character, but actually like now a proper training
Yeah.
partner.
They're way more equals.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they had the newcomer tournament during the bully arc, and then they were winning. Then of course they had that fight. I mean, they had the match at the end after Nakaido lost to him, because he didn't beat Nakaido properly. He just took advantage of Nakaido's
Yeah, he
sickness.
was stalling.
Yeah, stalling all the way
Yeah.
to Nakaido couldn't, like, his health deteriorated. So now it's Ray versus him, and then Ray was very angry at at how the guy played. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this match and then just show you like what's good. And then when he was about to go, flashback, Sakaido like pulls him in like, hey, Ray, like defense is offense too. You gotta take care of your shogi. Call back to the first few scenes when he said the same thing. Take care of your shogi. Don't just blindly go in. Gotta defend. And because of that,
Ray was always trying to look cool.
Yeah,
Even though he didn't realize it. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of like subconscious.
mm-hmm.
But because of course you start having those thoughts like once you're gonna win or you're winning, you have the upper hand.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can afford to do this. You can afford to do that.
Yep.
And you try to flex. So Mikaido's like, bro, just take it easy. Like,
Yeah, take it easy.
take care of your shogi.
And then
And
because
it
of that,
definitely paid off.
yeah, because of that, he actually ended up winning the match. So Nakaido is now a big reason for one. Like his best feat so far was because of Nakaido, and of course that goes a long way. And then after that, we get the story on the guy he beat, because he was the newcomer king. He always wins these, but now he didn't because of
Yeah.
Ray. And of course the pigeon dude, as we call him. He was talking to, like, his backstory started off talking with his coworkers, and then he was saying how that phrase that was it, if you work hard you win, like
You win. Yeah.
wait, who can like take it over here? I'm about to look for the chapter.
Yeah, for sure. So he's like, going over that phrase, how it's kind of bullshit, because it's not really like that. It's way more nuanced than that. It's like if you're talented and you work hard and everything is set up right for you, then maybe you can win. It was something like that.
You
So
pretty
it's
much
like he hated the fact that it just got boiled down to if you work hard you can win, because it's actually
there's a
not
lot
like
to
that
it.
at all.
And
So
then so
it was.
you
I
pretty much
always,
got it.
I always loved that. I love that scene because he started looking at Nikaido and Ray and their progression,
Yeah,
and
got scared, got
he
shook.
he got scared
Yeah,
because he started feeling like,
that
and this is completely normal, by the way, but he
yeah
started feeling like what he was gaining from Shogi, he started being like more afraid of what he was losing from it, you know?
yeah
So it was like when he saw Rei and Nikaido just jumping in, and that this is another instance where the imagery just goes ridiculous. Like
Oh,
it,
yeah, because like they used diving into water as it, and then it was more.
yeah,
He said his desire to like gain, gain stuff. Like he'll dive in, and then he'll gain a lot of stuff from shogi. But the more you have, the deeper you have to dive. And then his desire
yeah,
would always overcome his fear, because no matter how scary it was to go that deep, he'd be like, I'm gonna find something. Like pride, the desire is there. But the deeper he went, the deeper it went, the deeper it went. Then he was more like, like I kind of don't want to go that deep. That's a little too much. Then his fear
yeah,
started being his fear was overcoming his desire, and then of course he's seen Nakaido and Rage just jumping in like it's just some slight, and then he was like,
yeah,
yeah, left behind, petrified with fear, and then he said he wanted to win no matter what it took, and then that's why he used that strategy. And then he even said that as Nakaido was losing, he smiled and then just fell. And then of course that was like like for him, like that was more of a like Nakaido gained more points by doing that, smiling, because he's just wow. Like,
yeah.
Nakaido's so mentally strong that even after I have such a cowardly way to win, like he's not tripping. He's not like angry, like, oh, you cheated. Yeah, like the game's the game. And then
Yeah,
he ends up being sent flowers, and of course, we didn't even talk about the pigeons. Like he
yeah,
was,
because he was down bad because of the pigeon as well.
yeah,
Because the pigeon he had been taking care of left, or it didn't left. There was a race, right, or
yeah.
something,
Like
and it
to
never
start
came
off,
back.
like what he said first was like his granddad liked both shogi and pigeon racing. So
Yeah,
what, and then he said pigeon racing is similar to shogi, where the more work you put in, the more effort you put in, the better your results. So yeah, so he was putting a lot of, so he said his pigeon that he put his heart and soul into didn't come back. Like just a race happened, he was so stressed out,
yeah,
he didn't know it didn't come back.
yeah,
And then of course after he found his resolve with
and that's
shogi,
scary.
yeah, and then
That's scary.
after he found his resolve with shogi, he just like, okay, like Nakaido and Ray. Wait, I think the pigeon came before. Wait, I have it up right here. Yeah, and
It came
then
back in that same chapter, I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
Like it
and
came
then
back
yeah,
after
he's
the
working.
monologue.
The pigeon came back, and keep in mind he said a pigeon similar to shogi. So pigeon came back, and he just like, pigeon, like, Jin, you're back, and then said, and then he started taking care of it again, and he just like started putting more effort into pigeon. Said, I'll bring you back to tip top shape, and then you fly with all your heart again. And starting tomorrow, I'm gonna put all my heart into working hard too. So let's make this a race to see who flies first. And that was just fire.
Masterclass.
That's a bar.
Masterclass.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we see him again.
Oh, we're definitely, because he flying, bro. Such my dude. He flying,
For
Matsu,
sure.
and he won't come in with
That's
heat.
and
Bro.
that's one chapter, by the way.
You said that's
For
one?
sure. I remember it being one chapter.
Yeah. That's absolutely, yeah, just one chapter. Backstory game? Unlock, bro. Unlock. Locked up.
Umino.
Like, Umino. Yes, sir. But, yeah, like, I really like that because, yeah, that's such a good way to have someone, like, have their desire sparked back, because it's always hard to, like, show someone that, MC beats them and they're kind of, like, deteriorating, and then they like, climb back up, and then to have, like, Jin, the pigeon, and then just him, like, having that internal monologue be the reason, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
And that's so relatable too, because that happens to all of us. Like
yeah.
once you lose at something, whether it be at school or whatever,
Everyone
your
goes
motivation to
from
come back
everyone goes
is like,
from I'm gonna start like straight A's, then it becomes I just gotta pass. Like tells him like Kaido, he
yeah,
wasn't even trying to beat Nakaido. He just wants to get it over with, just barely go through. Like the
yeah.
goalpost
So
always
it's like so
gets lower.
relatable.
Yeah, but get that spark back. Try hard.
Yeah.
Also,
But yeah, that's one of my favorite moments. But you can continue with the rest of the bully arc.
oh yeah. I forgot about the bullet. And then so after that, after he won that, yeah, Ray he goes to Hina and then starts telling her about it because he kind of linked both of them. Like Hina and Ray were like linked. Like in Ray's head, Ray was like linking them. So he just like since I kind of work hard and do it, you can as well. Like you can work hard and you can kind of prosper in the fully arc. And then Ray went out of his way to tell Takahashi to go and play with Hina, and then Takahashi was saying, and I really liked how that was handled too, because when Takahashi was playing with Hina, I was scared to be those situations where he plays with her. I mean, like the people are gonna get jealous, like that's 100%. But I was scared Hina go down the route where, oh, don't play with me anymore because people, like that kind of thing. Don't play with me anymore because they'll get mad. But Takashi's like, I know they're on this like just being oddballs right now, but I want to show them like at least you have a friend. At least you have a friend. And then and of course we had the tiny like small panel flashback of how his granddad was doing that Ray was teaching, and then Ray became the newcomer king, and then the granddad was twerking. He was like, hey, like,
Yeah.
that's my master, newcomer king, he the goat. I was like, my MC got stands. he got stands, bro. Like, love it, bro. Yes, sir. Yeah, the bullying had definitely. So like it wasn't just the bullying, bro. There was so much to it, and of course the bullying to Hina, seeing her kind of, because a lot of people can't handle that, bro. Like it's so hard for
for sure.
It's
like,
so
all people
hard.
Would break.
And let me not get started on that teacher,
like...
bro. Oh God.
But before you get to that,
yeah, go ahead.
Like, it's so easy. It's so easy to break. Like in that situation, in this position,
it's so easy
because
bro.
It's like you start thinking stuff like, oh, maybe that wasn't the right decision. Oh, maybe I should apologize, even though you didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did nothing wrong.
Like,
and the thing is, you're forced to be with them every day. Like that's just how school is. Like you just gotta pray you're around some real ones. Cause Chiho, the way Chiho was done, bro. Oh my god, why? Why would they do that to her? Like, what's good with you? But
I feel like kids are so fucking evil, bro.
I hate kids, bro.
Anyways.
But yeah, Chiho. Shout out Chiho.
That teacher.
Yeah, because it's like, but with Chiho, I liked how she keeps being incorporated in the story later on. With like sending the food, and she's still healing from her wounds. Because like, there's so many severities when it comes to bullying. Like, of course, like some bullying is literally just like first. I mean, let me not start saying first degree or whatever, since that's not even a thing. But some are like, like you get bullied in like a certain place, but like as soon as you're taken out that place, you're fine. Like you're okay. Like it was literally just them. Everyone else is nice. Like they're just mean. But with Chiho's, it was like severe enough that she associates everyone in that age group as like the issue or the problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very, very tough. But
very tough.
That's why I liked Hina coming in and being that friend. Because
she's such a great friend.
Yeah, like she came in, she saw, Chiho in the mud, came in and then helped Chiho kind of get back on her feet. And I mean, helped Chiho kind of stay afloat. So when the inevitable Chiho had to leave, it could have been way worse. I'm pretty sure they're implying maybe even a suicide that Chiho could have done if, maybe Hina didn't step in. She might have went that far. And seeing how she's trying to adjust in her new life, and her parents are real for actually like going with the move, because that must have been hard. Yeah, it's really not easy to relocate, but yeah, so her parents are real for that.
And it's so great as well for me because to me, Hina is that friend that is so real, bro, that everyone just needs, and everyone needs a Hina in their lives, bro. Yeah,
in both ways.
definitely both ways. Because it's like, imagine if Hina was not there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, things could have
And
gone
the thing is too,
so
it's not
bad.
like it's not like people didn't care for Chiho, because like remember when Hina was turning for being bullied at the end, those girls came up. They said, "Hey, like I really wanted to say something, but I was scared. You know, like I was
Yeah.
scared I'll be next. Like there are people that care for you, but it's just that it's so hard to pass that barrier. That like because if you get in the way, you end up like Hina did. You know, Hina tried to get in the way with Chiho, and then ended up, absolutely,
Getting
bullied every
targeted.
day. And then so people were
Yeah.
scared to, get in the way for Hina. And yeah, so I really do let Hina like there, like that's why the bully arc has Hina so high. You know, a lot of people see this arc, Hina just fall in love for her, saying they just love kind of what she did. And I like how she started stepping up to the bullies more. Like like these bullies, like they're such cowards. They'll be whispering rubbish like on the side. We're like just low enough
Yeah.
that everyone can hear, but not enough that like it puts them on the spot. And then Hina Peep, when she wanna go help them find it, she probably hid it. Like that even makes sense. Hina pulls up like, how did I hide it? Like let me know. And you saw how the bully was like Japan's reflex.
Shook.
She was so
And,
shook, bro. She
Her
knew,
mentality
bro.
was so
She
garbage,
was so
bro. I
scared,
cannot believe
bro.
it.
You know,
It's like-
if they were to box, she's getting out of here, bro. And Hina don't even box, but the bully just even worse, bro. Like, don't come. Like, you're not about this game, bro. These bullies think they're hard, but you're not hard. But yeah, like, real quick difference. Hina said, "Hey, we just here to talk." Like, and then of course the teacher comes in. Oh, why are you causing trouble? How is she the one causing trouble? Oh my goodness, bro. And then she just like it's pretty easy to tell that it was the bully. I forgot her name. I'm glad I don't know it, but the bully
Her
girl.
mentality was so garbage. Like real quick, like it was like I remember her speaking on it's useless to put your effort into anything because it's not gonna end up mattering in the end or yada yada yada.
Yeah, like
I'm like, bro, you are like 14.
she is
Shut
like
up.
she's like 13,
Like,
14, talking like
why
this.
are you
bruh.
saying this?
If you don't
Why are
go
you
study,
saying this?
bruh. Like, what type of parents does she got? Talking about all useless. Yeah, like she acted like she even been through some shit, bro. Like you are too young to be
God.
talking like it's all gonna be useless in the end. Well, what end have you experienced, bruh? Like, what you talking about?
Bro, she is so garbage, bro. I'm so glad that. Well, I don't think she's gonna be out of the story actually. Like I'm pretty sure we'll see her again.
Comeback arc, bro.
So-
I will cry if I end up like respecting her comeback. Like that means Umino won.
We'll see.
So, but anyway, yeah. Yeah. The principal was saying that like 22, like she's been doing it for so many years, and it always happens. I'm like, I think you're the problem here. Like not the kids. Like I think you're the problem. If 22 years straight, you're 0 for 22 when it comes to dealing with children, bullying, bro. It's not that, especially since she knows the source. Like, what the heck? Easy to call the parents, like, yo, I literally saw your kid bullying. Like, handle that. Because, like, the parents didn't even believe, like, all the kid got to say to the parents is, I wasn't bullying. And then voila. Like, the parents are going to believe them.
Mm-hmm.
But if the teacher's saying it, then the parents are like, whoa. Like, teachers really don't lie about stuff like this. So, but of course, she didn't take no effort, nothing. I'm just like, come on, bro. But,
She's scared of 14-year-old son. Like,
14, bro. Garbage. But and then another big part of the arc was when Ray actually like he saw Hina's schedule, like just a frame, bro, like not even for long. I like glanced over it. Then like after the match, he said, I can go link up with her, and then goes in, and then and it was funny too, cause like during well not really funny, but during when he was gonna find Hina, he was seeing like laughter and uniforms and laughter. He said, wait, Hina, like right now she's in a dark place being bullied. She won't be where the laughter and uniforms are. She'll probably be somewhere far away. And then he was seeing that through his own experience. Like he was bullied himself, and then everyone was like hanging out having fun except him. And then he was always in a place far away. So he's just like, all right, knowing Hina, she won't be here, especially with her position. So he goes out, sees the riverbed, there she is, pulls up, they have the big moment. And it's like, how can you hate Ray and Hina, bro? Like, they're so good together. Like,
So good. Yeah, so good.
that's such a good moment. Like, that was the last person Hina was expecting to see, bro. She's just stuck alone. No one knows her. No one want to talk to her. Here comes Ray from a different city. Took the train, pulled up, just to like make sure she good. Like, love to see it. Love to see
that. Love it, bro. He's so good.
You know? And yeah, of course, and then of course the teacher that came back at the end, like the new homeroom teacher, like his speeches, you know, like because old lady was asking for proof of bullying. Like, you think people gonna bust out their cameras to say they like? What are you talking about, bro? Like, proof of bullying?
Yeah. Homeroom teacher was spitting, but
he was, bro.
That mom. I can't really blame the mom. I'll just blame the kid.
Yeah, because it's far worse for if your kid is telling the truth and as their parent you don't believe them, then yeah, that's a far worse outcome than if like your kid's lying and then you believe them. Because even though it's toxic, it's better if the kid knows that like even if they lie, like you're the type that'll still believe them. Because like then when it comes to like family dynamics, like it's a bit like you should always have discipline, but it's still a bit healthier for them to know that at the end of the day you would trust them versus like my parents might not trust me, because if they're saying something that's slightly like it's kind of hard to trust, then they'll be like, oh, my parents aren't the type to trust me, so I can tell them this. Like you want to avoid that situation. So
your parents should always be there for you.
Yeah, so I can't really like, because people were like really blaming her. I'm just like I see what, because like we're seeing it from like the big bird's eye point of view, so I can't really like, oh, you're terrible for believing in her. Like, nah, like the kid shouldn't be lying to the parents. You shouldn't take advantage of your parents' trust ever. So kids getting my blame, parents getting a bit of it, but kids definitely getting the most. But yeah, shout out. Of course, Akari had that moment too when she kind of you know, she tried to step up, you know, tried her best, and then Hina kind of helped, you know, calm her down. So, you know, such a cute little moment to have. But yeah, for the arc, like teacher came in, called all the parents, everyone involved. Like they were really like, he handled it well, man. And that's why I said that in the dad arc, Ray was a bit more like, he was a bit more like his presence there really drove what happened. Versus in the bully arc, Ray helped a lot, but even if he wasn't there, like there'd be a lot of things different, but the same conclusion might have still happened. Like, you know, the teacher stepping in, you know, handling business, stuff like that. Like all that could have still happened. But of course, it's just like Hina's mind state, Akari's mind state would have just been way worse. But with like the dad, I feel like if the dad, like if Ray wasn't there, the dad would definitely be living in that house right now. Like he would definitely be living in that house.
They couldn't help it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they really needed him for that, bro. So,
alright, I'll always remember the end of the arc when Ray was about to pull up a disaster class and say like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Hina. I couldn't help you with anything."
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Boy,
oh, that was so good, man." Hina,
like you were there this whole time, and people like this is what people don't understand. Like just being there is so important, bro.
It is.
Like through tough times, even if you don't say anything, just being there, it's just so helpful. So Ray being there to help her, it's just son.
It
helps you a lot. It helps you a lot.
It does.
I'm glad she told him that. Where it's like, don't ever say that you didn't help me, because if it weren't for you, my mental state would have been like in the mud.
Yeah,
Akari's as well.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. And yeah, so overall, that arc helped push a lot of these characters, man. Like Ray had his best feat at the time, winning the newcomer tournament, made his fat stacks. You know, his radiation. Oh, and of course, we didn't talk about how Hina saved him. So, like, for me, the first time I read it, I didn't quite get it. But we all know how Ray was being bullied, like, heavy as a kid. And no one came to his aid. Like, nobody, you know. And Ray knew it, too. Because, like, when Ray was telling Akari that no one wants to be in that position where they go to help. Like, people want to help, but they don't want to be in your position. Like, says the thing. Like, they want to help you out of that position, but they themselves don't want to be in that position. Because who would? Who would want to? So that's the biggest deterrent when it comes to people making those decisions. Because they're like, okay, I want to help this guy, but at the same time, if I become a target, I cannot handle that. So I can't help him. That's the biggest like push factor. But Hina, when Chiho was in that same situation Ray was in, she said, nah, I'm still gonna help you regardless. I don't care. And then she did, and then she got put in that same position that everyone was scared to be put in. And then when when the going got tough, what did she say? She said, I have no regrets. Like, no regrets. I did the right thing. Like, she kept her heart golden, kept her heart strong. And then Ray, it blew him out the water. Because he's like, wow. Like, not only did she step in, but when she got in that position, she wasn't like, oh, I wish I never helped. Nah, she said, nah, I did the right thing. Like, this is how it is. And then seeing, like, someone do that to someone that was in Ray's position, even though that happened so many years ago for Ray, like, that was like her going back in time and saving him. So I really liked how Umino drew Hina coming back, and then like pulling, like, giving a hand to like young Ray, and then Ray pulling up. It was so good, bro. Because I've never seen
incredible character.
I've never seen like usually people solve the issue like right then and there, like Ray being bullied, and then like eventually someone will come and solve it. But like here, it was like Ray was being bullied, then it just sort of went away after like many years. I mean, not really, but like the bullying, like he just gonna disappear from the scene. Like, it was kind of put on pause. Then after many years later, he meets Hina that comes back and saves him from the mental state that he was in way before. Like that's a very interesting way to do it. Because like I said, most of it is very clear. Like, you get bullied, like kind of what happened in the bully arc with Hina. Like, you get bullied, and then like it gets solved like during that same like time span. But with Ray, it was solved like way later, like way later. So I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool. And of course, that's what really started his like love for Hina. It all started from there, and then of course,
from there,
and then there's the catalyst. Because for me, I didn't know that was it. So for them, they just kind of got together. But yeah, like going back, I was like, yeah, this is a very powerful reason. Like, I really do mess with this, and it happened quite early. Like the bully arc happened quite early. So definitely one of my
early
fave kind of relationships. But we kind of got most of it, I'll say.
I can speak on the Nikaido match against Soya.
Ooh, Nikaido and Soya. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
One of my favorite arcs as well. Like, I've been saying this entire time, but it really is the case where these arcs are just sensational. But that match, bro, I think it started with
Kyakuto.
Did it start with the dog?
Oh,
you remember that dog chapter?
Yeah, it did. Because the dog was the reason why he got the new notes, like the notes that helped him be Kyakuto. Yeah. Because
Umino's so fucking hilarious, bro. The dog was.
I like a comedy.
That chapter was just hilarious. But going to the match with Soya.
Speaking Gakuto first, because first off, Gakuto is not a slouch. He's murking a lot of these guys. He might be like he could be like people like Smith. He could be people like Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he's good.
He lost to Shimada early on, and people were surprised that Shimada won.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah. People were mad he won. He said, "Bro, Gakuto got the swag. Like, you should have let him." Because Shimada won from losers. That's why he made a losers run and won. So Gakuto he's good. He's like 8th Dan maybe, but like
he's really good.
Yeah, he's good. And then the kind of with the help with the dog, like he like evolved in that match to get the W. And then of course with Soya. Oh, speak on it,
bro. Sensational imagery, bro. It is ridiculous how good it is.
The cover page, like they had the glass ball. Soya was trapped. Of course, the glass ball. Soya can't hear, so he's in his own like wall. And of course, it's like glass ball because with winter, we always have like the globe, and then you're just like in your own snowy like little world. So yeah, like Soya was like in his own like snowy little world. Couldn't like that's just his like land. And then
of course, the pirate imagery was just going.
Yeah, like we'll get to that a bit later. and then like with the glow,
Yeah.
and then like the next cover page we see, because like during the match we had they went so hard that Soya's like hearing actually like got sensitive enough
Not
to like
better.
yeah,
but-
it got better. Like honestly, it got like when you stimulated. Yeah, his hearing got
Yeah,
stimulated enough that like he could almost like actually hear. And then like he was just going in with Soya, and then because now like his world opened up a bit more due to like his hearing. Next cover page we see I mean on the cover page after the one where it's closed, we see Nikaido with a hammer breaking open like that closed in
Breaking
world
it.
Soya was in, and then now he opened it up. And keep in mind, we've yet to see a single character in the series on screen push Soya as far as like Nikaido did. Because of course we have Dabashi that did pretty good, but I won't exactly call it the same way Nikaido did. And we have Kumakura, which we don't really see how their matches go. We just see like the results of them. So Nikaido's peak looking like easily one of the best in the series, bro. Like
One of the best.
Nikaido is a monster. Like, and that arc was just for him because Ray got folded round one, bro. He was out of here. Like pulled the wrong one.
And Ray
Suji got him out.
He
bro.
could not believe it, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, son.
He was talking all
I
that
was-
mess. Suji said, "Hey, bro, this is a grown man's game. Get out." And then he's out of here.
Yeah. Damn.
But
And
yeah,
I
Pirate
remember
Imagery-
Nikaido being like, oh, it was against good Suji.
Yeah, good Suji.
He couldn't do anything.
Good Suji
I was
washed
like,
Soya,
what?
bro. They said washed. Like there was like there's nothing even Soya could do. I was like, bro, what do you mean nothing he could do? Like Soya's the god. You can't just say that.
Yeah, good Suji. We should see him one day. That nigga is a monster.
Yeah, like I need a Suji art, definitely. But yeah. So speaking of the pirate imagery, you were kind of going.
Yeah. Super good, bro. And why is Nikaido and Soya? They were looking so clean, bro, in that pirate outfit. I was
Yeah, I really love their
like,
fits.
this is the best character and the best pirate called you know,
All
never
right,
mind.
bro, go away.
Anywho.
son.
Anywho, Nikaido was just sensational, bro. And it's crazy because at the start of the series, I thought that Nikaido was gonna be the type of character that I wouldn't like.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna like this guy because he's too, like he seems like he's too pushy when it comes to Ray. Like he won't leave him alone, stuff like that. He'll just be annoying. But nah, Ricardo, bro, like when he was teaching Momo and Hina Shoji, and then like he made his own book. Like it was his book he made. Like he legit made his
That
own book.
nigga's so goat, bro.
Like with his own
And
money,
he's
just because
always
he
been
wants to
there for
spread his
Ray
own
and
passion.
stuff. Like,
And shout out his butler, bro. When his butler is the reason why he can even play Shogi, because he was,
yeah,
kneeling down to his dad, begging, young master Nikaido to play. And of course, that one stray comment Shimada said when one time Shimada was sick, one time Shimada was sick, he pulled up in his helicopter to go see what's up with Shimada. I was like, bro, you don't get real ones like this on the street, bro. Like, Nikaido is nice.
this is such a great character as well, because before we get to the match with Sawyer real quick, he was kind of he's actually really similar to Ray, where he couldn't really socialize with people or live a normal kid life because of the sickness that he had.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he always felt like Jogi was the only place where other people would be equals to him.
Yeah.
Or he could be equals to.
Yeah.
And he also talked about it as a ticket, as same as Ray, where he could like see other people, and as long as he kept playing shogi, people would be in front of him, respecting him as equals, and he looked at shogi as the only thing where someone else could respect him at,
Yeah.
So in his flashback, when Shimada tried to give him that easy win, he was so offended because he was like, this is the only thing where others can respect me. So yeah. It was so good. Sensational character.
And just said he had the same like initial view of Nakaido. So I guess that's like for everybody. We all kind of had that same.
Yeah, I think that's the intention, low key.
Yeah, low key. But
yeah, that Soya match, crazy,
really
bro.
Good. Imagine that animated,
ridiculous.
Bro. Oh man.
Son, don't Shaft doing all the wrong series, bro. Like,
y'all love Shaft too much, bro. Oh my god, bro.
But yeah, that match was easily one of my faves. He was pushing Soya so hard. As you were saying, it stimulated his hearing.
Yeah.
And that actually buffed him because he felt like he could just focus on the shogi way more.
That's why people were jealous. And then Nakaido was keeping up with everything, bro. Like,
yeah, his peaks are insane. Because I really like his dialogue too. He was like, "This is the best I've ever been."
Yeah.
Oh, bro. It's so unfortunate that, he collapsed or whatnot, because it would have been a great match.
Yeah, it would have been a great ending, bro.
Yeah, I need to see him win. Like,
it is
what it is.
Ray the only one getting these freaking titles, bro. Like, hold up. Newcomer Nakaido, bro. We need that.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That pretty much when it comes to just like the arcs, because of course we can talk about the beginning, right? Like him meeting Shimada, and then that match, that kind of woke him up. Like, don't sleep on these guys, bro. Everyone here works hard, so don't think you can just like skip through and then just win for free. Like, but the Shimada versus Soya was so brutal, bro. Like, I thought you at least get one game, at least one. Like, Umino is so mean, bro.
Shimada, he'll get his W, bro, and it's gonna be incredible.
It'll be the best chapter of all time, bro. I don't care. That W, him smiling, and then the grams from his neighborhood pulling up, saying, "You did it, bro." Nah, son.
I'm gonna cry.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Tears are definitely falling, bro. 100%. Like, it's falling. But let's talk characters, and then we'll wrap it up. So what's your top 6 looking like?
Top 6. Definitely Ray. Definitely Nikaido.
Okay.
Shimada.
Shishogi trio. Alright. Wait, who's 4?
Hina.
Okay. Who's 5?
3.
Who's 6?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Because there are some other characters I would like to say, like Hayashida. Incredible Sensei, of course.
I mean, you have 6.
Raito.
Like, I said top 6.
Oh, okay. Because there's Raito as well that I love. I love the Bashi, but
the Bashi, bro.
That's my 6.
You didn't say your number 6 though.
Oh, I didn't. Wait.
Yeah, you only said 5.
Oh, I'll say Raito then.
Okay, right now. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. How those guys are good.
What about yours?
My 1 is Shimada, 2 is Hayashida, 3 is Ray, 4 is Akari, 5 is Nakaido, and 6 is Hina. Yeah, but if I reread again, it might switch, because these recent Hina chapters, bro, they've been beautiful, bro. Absolutely stunning. Like, it got me, like, because all her old cooking scenes hit a bit harder now that we know her goal, how far she's came, and of course her race scenes hit so much harder now.
This recent stretch was so good.
Yeah, and of course the race scenes too hit harder, because we see like how they act as a, you know, a couple, and then so seeing them, you know, like how they got to this point, like all the previous scenes, it's just, it makes you feel just a bit better than before. So Hina's pending because Hina and Akari, I'm a 4 or 5 because I don't, yeah, because like my first 3 is pretty much set in stone since like because the reason why I like Hayashida is because he's like the main reason why, like he was the main guide for like Ray, you know, like Ray's journey is like rough, but he can't really do it by himself. You know, he's a character that he really needs someone to kind of show him the way, and that was who Hayashida was. So every time I see Ray like successful and prosper, I just remember like Hayashida is a big reason why he's like this, and then that just adds points to him. And then Shimada as well just gets a lot of content. Like shogi wise, he's definitely one of the most entertaining, like just shogi players in general. Like he gets a lot of the scenes. He has a literally shogi fan club of the MCs in his shogi fan club. Like him, Nakaido, like just having such powerful people, like strong people, just like stand him. Like you know he's that dude. And then so I didn't know what I really preferred between the two until of course they had the two like that scenes together. You know, when Ray was trying to wingman and hook them up with
that arc was so funny too, bro.
Yeah, and then Shimada and Hayashida were like in the same room interacting and stuff like that. And I like Shimada a bit more in that like scene. So I was like, okay,
I think so too.
Like,
I think so too.
So I prefer Shimada when it comes to just Wu. You know, it's like the more entertaining, the more like if I had to pick, like you're both in the room and I had to pick one, it'll be Shimada just based on like how those scenes went. So Hayashida was, I finally found, you know, Wu's over him. So Shimada, Yashida, then of course Ray, because Ray is just incredible. Like his storyline, like we spoke a bit before about how his coming to age story, you know, choosing between, you know, his love for shogi, like that has to be like updated, you know. Ran out. You can't keep prospering in shogi going off the I need shogi to belong somewhere and be happy. No, you don't. You know, you found a place that the shogi you're using, you know, like you're using shogi to kind of find that place to belong, your ticket. And now that you have the Kawamotos that give you exactly what you use shogi for. Everyone else doesn't use shogi for this. It's just you. So you use shogi for this. So now he has to find a new motivation to really like bounce back, because he lost to a no-name. He literally beat big time like name players like Dobashi. Like how do you beat Dobashi, bro? Of course it's just one game, not like a set, but
yeah,
he still beat Dobashi. He beat Raido, he beat Tanaka, he beat Namarikawa. Like he beats a lot of these guys and then lost to a no-name, like literally like just a random shogi player we do not know. I was like, wow, like, and then now he has a match in 10 days, bro. I wonder who's it gonna be, bro, because he still has to fight Kumakura. He still has to go against Yanagihara. I think Yanagihara will do ring matches, to be honest, but he definitely has to fight Kumakura, like just eventually. And Suji, no, he already fought Suji like twice, but Kumakura and I guess Smith, but I mean, we don't really need to see like. Because we already got Smith and Goto, so we don't really need like Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who he's gonna fight in 10 days. But yeah, his character arc with like the shogi, I'm really excited to see where he's gonna go with that. Like that's great. I mean, to me.
Speak on Kyoko.
Oh man, how do we forget about the Kudas, bro? Yeah, Kyoko's a very she's pretty complex character, I would say, because it's kind of hard to get a grasp on what she kind of wants, because at first I didn't know how she felt with like Goto like properly, but like she genuinely just loves the guy. Like she actually like genuinely likes him. Like there's no like secret, like because like she didn't seem like the type, so I was wondering what the catch was, but there was no catch. Like she just actually like genuinely loves. And it's eye emoji. Oh, brother.
Nah, Kyoko is so weird because I can't, like you're saying, you can't really grasp her. But her the last chapter that we got from her
I
made
like
me
it.
like her a lot. Not gonna lie, on the
Yeah,
reread,
yeah, yeah. I really like that last chapter. As long as she like, if
it
she can
was
improve, like number
yeah.
one, leave Ray the fuck alone, right? Leave him alone, right? That's step one. So so far, it looks like she's doing that. So that's already a step in the right direction. Then two, she is talented, bro. Not necessarily at shogi, but she has looks, talent. She has a family. Like, first off, like, that's number one. Please fix the family issue y'all going through, because the Kuda family is such a broken family, and it's not like they're full of
Yeah,
bad people, because the dad's good, the mom's good, but like
the
they're just
mom's
not good
good.
parents. Like the dad, like he has
Yeah,
good
they
intentions.
are.
Like he's not the type of dad you see beating his kids. He won't starve the kid. Like he's just not that type. But he really doesn't know the psyche of kids. Like for Christmas, as a shogi family, I still don't understand why he's gonna only give Ray a shogi board and give everyone else random presents. Like they're gonna catch on. Like, did he not think they would know?
It's aren't
And
stupid.
and it's
That's
not
the
like he doesn't
thing.
have the money to buy 3 shogi boards. Like, what the hell's going on? You can definitely get 3 shogi boards, but yeah, with Kyoko, the
Yeah,
thing about Kyoko is that Kyoko was always bound for ruin, right? Like she was not going pro, like no matter what. The thing is, Ray just exposed that way quicker than he should have. Like Kyoko, let's say she would try hard and maybe by 15, 16, boom, like she just can't make it. But with Ray, because Ray was there by like 11, 12, they were like, yeah, like if you can't beat Ray now, yeah, like you just can't make it. So, and because of that, because like normally if she was to go to like 16ish, 15ish, then find out, then it's like she's a bit older and she can like accept it more. But the fact that she was so young, and then this new guy, that was supposed to be her quote unquote adopted brother, comes in and then exposes like, yeah, like you're not good at shogi. And keep in mind, they're in a shogi family, so she really broke. Like, and she's supposed to be like, because the shogi players we see are all successful, like they made it. Kyoko did not make it, so they kind of show, like, she kind of shows the side of shogi that we don't see with the other characters, because they're all professional,
yeah.
they make money, they made it, whereas she didn't. So we kind of see someone that got damaged by like the whole shogi world and how shogi kind of operates,
It's
because it's a
crazy
rough
too
world.
because
No, go
because
ahead.
with her character in that last chapter, it's like she was just starting to realize how much damage she actually did
Yeah,
today.
yeah, like
It
it
was
took a
like
while. It took a while. You a good 20, 21. No, she's not
it
misunderstood,
took
bro.
a
She
whole
is not
while,
misunderstood.
bro. Like,
Like, not at all, bro. And he said,
and she was
sweetheart. What is Ann
regretting it.
talking
She
about?
was like in
Sweetheart.
tears.
She's
Yeah,
a demon.
it was like yeah. I like that chapter a
Yeah,
lot.
that chapter, cause
When we
like,
see her again,
um,
I'm trying to see how it
yeah,
would be,
I honestly how she
but
moves. Like, I actually want to see her again, because now she won't be on that odd
I
Ray pack
do.
that she's always on. Like in his room, eating his food, telling, she will, like, Ray will have a match, and then she will call him up and be like, hey, the guy you're fighting, he's sick, and then if you beat him, he might die. So like, what are you talking about, bro? Like she's always trying to like
Toxic.
put like, come
So
on.
toxic.
So like, I'm glad I won't
And
be
it's
getting those
crazy
scenes
because
anymore, most likely. So
their
like,
relationship is so weird.
yeah,
Because with Ray, she'll do that, and then the next second she'll be like, "Oh my God, Ray, I love you." Yada yada yada.
yeah. Because it's like, at the end of the day, they are
bro,
family and they were raised together. But at the same time,
yeah,
like when we got in the chapter of the mom, as soon as Ray left, no one even said a word about Ray. Like, they don't deserve this guy, bro. I'm sick of them. How do y'all not even mention him once in like the 2+ years he was gone? Like, every dinner table, they just, oh, when's Ray coming back? And it's wild too, because the Kawamotos, like, Ray will be gone for like 3 days. They already asking where he's at. Like, oh, where's Ray? Where's Ray? It's been a while when it's only been like less than half a week. Like, and then we have the Kuda family, 2+ years. They just don't care. It's like, wow, he lived with y'all for so long and y'all really don't care. It's like, damn. All right,
different families.
yeah. He in a proper one now, so shout out them. But what I do like
Yeah,
about the Kuda
definitely.
family is that things are looking up. Cause like, I like how the season ended, because, I said the season, but like, you know what I mean. Cause like that one chapter when he's walking with his
Yeah,
dad, yeah, like that was kind of like the ender of like like the first part in a way. So because like the it starts off with Ray, like the series starts off with Ray playing against Koda, and then Ray murks him. So Koda, and then even during that match, he says Ayumu and Kyoko, they miss you. Ray's like, that's cap, that's cap. But the crazy part is they go home, and then they go home, and then to the Kawamoto house, turn on the TV. They said a son murders the dad, like stabbing him, yada yada. Then Ray associates that with himself, bro. What?
Yeah.
Like, and it's wild too, cause like the fact that he goes that far to be like, cause you know how like with Koda, right? He basically has two main things: family and shogi. Like he's a shogi family. Like it's because of him that it's a shogi family. So family and shogi, and as we know from like the bird scene a few chaps like later, we know that Ray blames himself for like, because Ray was the catalyst for why the shogi family kind of went to shambles. Like Ray was the catalyst. He's not the blame. Like I do not blame Ray whatsoever, but I would say he was the catalyst.
No, not at all.
Like he kind of like really highlighted everyone else's insecurities. And then that was the issue. But yeah, so Ray feels that he was the one that kind of ruined the family, and on top of that, he just beat him in a shogi match. And as we know with professional shogi rank matches, if you lose even once, it's so hard to go to the next level after losing once. Like you're only allowed to lose like once or twice, like max, because only the top two in your group like goes up. So losing once means that literally everyone else has to lose once for you to have a good shot at moving up. And then Ray had to fight his adopted dad in his group and then beat him. So now when it comes to like Ray's dad's shogi career, it's already took a big blow just by losing to Ray. So now Ray's like, wow, like not only did I like ruin his family, but I'm now like attacking his shogi career as well. And then that's kind of why he felt like he was killing him, because that's pretty much all the dad has, shogi and his family. And the Ray's just like, I felt like I was beating him.
Yeah, that's
hand.
true.
So I was like, wow, like that's a good kind of way to just start the series. Of course, like people reading it right away won't know, but like when you're rereading it, you just kind of think of it like, wow. And of course, with how part one ended, where like they're walking down, then the dad's like, phew, like I kept my rank. So like Ray's kind of worries about like taking a blow on the dad's career, like de-ranking him, stuff like that. That's now out the window because now the dad kept his rank. So like Ray is now not the reason that, like, if he wants to be demoted, Ray will 100% blame himself. Of course, the game's the game. Ray's not gonna be like, I should have let him win, but he will definitely still feel bad.
Yeah.
But now that he kept his rank, now it doesn't feel as bad because he's just like, okay, like, we did play. I did like put him in a bad position by beating him, but he still kept his rank, so like everything is fine. And then of course they had that good talk, and then it almost seems like they were making up, and then. I just need that for Kyoko too. Like I need, because Ray did say they were similar, so I do want like Kyoko to mend her relationship with her dad. Like if she, first off, leaving Ray alone, she understood that Ray already has a home, yada yada yada. So leave him alone, let him live his life. Now focus on yours. So if she doing that, that's already really good on my part. Then two, fix the relationship with the dad. It's not too hard to do. The dad's very open-minded, like an apology,
They're all good. Like they're all good people.
All good people.
They're just
like just open up a bit, just go in like, hey, like, quick apology. I want to do better. I'm sorry for sleeping at random people's houses at 3 a.m. Like all that, and then the dad's gonna take the dad's just gonna like be like, all right, cool, and then they just kind of move forward. So I really hope I see something like that, and I do wonder if it'll be kind of wild if do you think Ray will ever have to make a decision between them, like
between who?
The Kodas and the Kawamotos? Like if they were to like, if Kyoko was to like mend her relationship with her dad, and then like the mom's like, so now like the mom, the dad, and Kyoko is now like in a better kind of relationship, a better environment, and then like they might mention Ray, like not necessarily like, hey, let's bring Ray back in the house, but more like, oh, let's invite Ray over one of these days, so that kind of thing, and then like do you think Ray will ever be in a situation where he will have to like pick between them? Like it's either Kamotos or Dakotas.
Would be really interesting.
It would be,
really
bro.
interesting
It
to
would
play,
be
yeah.
the ones that raised him, or the ones that gave him like his true place to belong in. Like he'd be a grown man by then, I think.
It would be really interesting.
And hey, regardless,
go there.
and so he'll be a grown man by then, bro. I'll be like, hey, regardless of how old Ray is, bro, like, hey, it'll still be fire regardless of when. But
Yeah.
do you miss anyone? Like big. I think we pretty much got. Of course, it's not like this is gonna be like the last Togatsu stream. Like a lot of these.
No, definitely.
not. Nelly with the arc ideas, I like it. Hey, bro. I try. So yeah, cause Shogi was, yeah, like they do it in 10 days. That's pretty much all we're looking forward to. Ray got a
Yeah, especially since the current stretch just finished.
yeah, it just finished 100%. And the
It
thing
was
is
really
too,
good.
people ignore the fact that Soya is currently in a game 7 with Kumakura. Like people like they just don't know that. Like I think it's the Gyosho tournament. Like Soya is in a game 7 with Kumakura. Like right now. Like while Ray is having this thing with Hina, like game 7. And like the last game 7 we had was literally burnt fields. So like I don't know what Umino's planning with,
Oh, you think we're gonna see it?
Bro,
Son.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Relax.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Kurakura arc?
I'm just saying, bro, he's the only character that doesn't have an arc. Why not now? I actually have a Kumakura vid that I'm gonna probably post tomorrow.
That.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. If we see that, I'm gonna be twerking next.
You know,
month.
Umino don't need a lot of chapters, bro. We all know this. 1 is good. 1.5. They're in a game 7.
We should be good.
Soya was
Right.
3-0 up. Kumakura went back 3. And keep in mind, because before, when they played, it was the Maijin tournament. So if Soya lost that, Kumakura will be Maijin, which we know that's never happening. But this title is just the Gyosho title. So like Soya has like 13 titles, bro. He don't need all 13. So I don't know. I do not know. Because if anyone can beat Soya right now, it's either Dobashi or Kumakura. Like those are the only two. Because they were the only two contenders from Maijin. So like yeah, it's gonna be those two. And one of the contenders, Game 7 right now for another title that's not Maijin. I don't know, bro. Game 7s always go hard. But Kumakura arcs do get skipped. So I don't know. We'll find out. Because if you get a burn fields, bro. Oh my god. But with Soya, stop playing with me.
Oh, bro. The future of the series is looking bright.
Yeah, future of the series is nice.
Especially if we actually do get the 7 years.
7 years? She gonna be writing forever, bro. I'm gonna be saying hi to my grandkids, bro. Chapter drop. We all be together, bro.
She can keep writing forever, to be honest. Like,
hey, as long as it's gas, you're right. As long as it's gas. She just gotta live forever. Like, that's the first problem.
Yeah. But yeah. Looking really bright for this series. Even if we're like entering the final stages, maybe. Like, I'm satisfied. I'm really satisfied with what we got.
We'll see. To existed. Bro. So release schedule? I mean, she's been dropping monthly for the past like 5 months. It's just that her page counts, yada yada. Like 7 years. Anyway.
We're in the well, we're about to enter the 4th, I think. But
no, wait.
Or are we about to enter the 3rd?
It might be the 3rd because the second, because like we've had 2 Majin tournaments so far, so like we have yet to have the 3rd one, so we might be entering the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder how the
Okay,
series is
okay.
gonna end. And see, cause like
I have no idea.
with like the character plot
To be
lines,
honest.
yeah, like with the character plot lines, yeah, it's so hard. There's so many ways you can do it. Cause I don't think it'll end with Ray being Majin, but it could be. Cause like,
No.
did this character arc could be Ray finding that type of passion, but I don't know if that's his like in his character, you know. So,
It could also go the direction where it's like he realizes he still wants to keep playing shogi, but the major is not his goal, so it just ends like that.
yeah, but that's so nah, bro. Cause like, then what are you playing for? Like the goal should always be the title. Like if you're like doing like 10 hours study session, knowing but you don't want to win it, then it's like because like Ray was doing it for survival. Like that was his motivation. He was like, hey, like I have to do this or I'm gonna be in the mud. Like I'll have no one to talk to, no place to belong to, yada yada. So he was fine doing those 12 hours research because his like living relies on it. But if his living doesn't rely on it anymore, wait, answered it could end up with him realizing a status doesn't define his happy. And this is what I think will happen with like his current character arc. Like not necessarily the end of series, but yeah, he has to understand that like that Majin title, or like I mean I think he already knows that like his like titles don't no because it's more like shogi doesn't define his happiness. But yeah, because he said it could end with realizing status doesn't define his happiness. Yeah, like that could.
True.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Cause it's like there's a lot of titles in shogi, so that's what's like. Even if he doesn't get Majin, then yeah, it's not like, oh, I'm trash. You know, I suck. It could be like, yeah, like I didn't get it. That's cool. But there's you know like right now he has the newcomer king title. You know, like it's not like Ray not nice with it. You know, like Ray clean. So of course, like there's the Kiryu title he might challenge for in the future. You know, a bunch of these random titles he can go for. That doesn't have to be Majin, but yeah, like do y'all think he will end with like the dad haircut and then you know has like some twins like
Nah.
because then Nekaido is definitely
end...
like Nekaido is gonna have his own like shogi shop, bro. Like he's just gonna. Like he was already making books. He rich. Like he's definitely gonna be some entrepreneur for shogi. Like he'll be just wilding out with like shogi like materials and stuff.
I feel like this is the type of series where it could end a lot of ways, but it could still be done really well.
Yeah, 100%. Because like it's all like different. It's all different like character like plot lines. So it's like they all start and end. You know what I'm saying? Like these could like. Ray like realizing Majin is not the happiness yet, like that could be something that he finds out like 2 years from now or 1 year from now. It doesn't have to be endgame, you know.
Yeah,
then, like
doesn't have to be right now.
Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't have to be right now either. You're right.
Like it has to. Right now, his realization could be like, you know, he'll find an answer eventually. You know.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, his realization first has to be. Hina is not a weakness. You can't call her that, bruh. Like, she is not a weakness. That's what I like last chat when she said, "Hey, I know you have stuff to do. Don't come trying to juggle too much, because we all know how guys are. You know, we always want to juggle everything." So she said, "Hey, don't do too much. Here's some food. Eat good. You know, study hard and win." So if he does win 10 days from now, who is it? Cause Hina. So get that number 3. Hina's my weakness nonsense out of here, bro. There's only 2 reasons. Not 3. Just 2. But yeah, so
definitely.
Yeah, like when he that'd be
this
so
series
gas.
is amazing.
Cause if he does end up
really
like if he does end up with what's it called? Like chasing after not necessarily Majin, but just like having passion for shogi to like he wants to be successful. Like it's not just like, oh, shogi just gives me a place to stay, but it's more like what Shimada wants, what like the Kaido wants, like those guys, you know, like they want to win, you know, they want the gold, they want the medal, they want, you know, like that passion. Because seeing Ray with that kind of passion would be wild, because he's not that type. So seeing that would be pretty cool. and he could develop into that kind of character. You know, like it's just not gonna happen quick. But like Hayashi just said, that like, hey, like you already found your happiness. So if you are gonna continue with shogi, it's gonna have to be for like a reason like that. You know, like you either found new passion for it, and then that passion could be something strong, like either a Majin title, a different title. You just want to go as far as you can, that kind of thing. Like he won't be like stagnant. So. And these matches are also gonna get harder. Like I'm liking the clout on Rei's name, like, cause you know how like the first reason was just that he's gonna fight like a lot like better people. Like the more he wins, you start fighting like good Tsujis, Shimadas, Gotos, you know, Gakutos. He'll be fighting those guys instead of just like the bozos. And then the second reason was they're gonna research him. They're gonna look up all his past games, research. So he won't have like just like a free kind of I'm new and then I know your moves, you don't know mine. Now it's like flipped. So it's cool that like Rei would be such a like he's such a threat that people gotta keep researching him, knowing his knowing like the way he plays and stuff like that, finding countermeasures and just beating him. Like that would be wild. And that's something I'm trying to see. So
Sure.
yeah, I'd say that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to say for now.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'll try to get the Kuma bit out by tomorrow because people sleep. You could get some gas, bro. That game 7, hey, I don't know. Cause they gave Soya a whole arc after that too.
I'm blaming you, Nelly.
You said what?
For putting it in my head.
Soya? We had the mini Soya arc.
Now.
We had the mini Soya arc. She's prepping for something, bro. I don't know. She prepping for something. But yeah, so just wrap it up. Thank you, all y'all for coming. You know, and thanks for putting up, bro. Appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we can do some more of these later on.
Yeah, like next year.
Yeah, like next year, or like new chapter jobs. We can talk about that. Or if we have like a specific, like really go in on like one arc or something, then we can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Or one character. Cause like I got the Hayashi the Oni stream, bro. I just go crazy.
Definitely. Yeah. Or Shimada.
Yeah, or oh, that would be nice, bro. But, all right, I'll pack it up. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
Later.